10 Greatest Inventions. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at some of the greatest inventions in the world. Before we get into it though, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any videos. Let's start off with 10. The printing press. This one is pretty obvious, but I think most people would agree that without the printing press, society wouldn't be where it is today. Johannes Gutenberg invented the first printing press in Europe around 1440. And this was huge because before this invention, books were very expensive and rare. With the printing press, mass production of books became possible, which helped to spread knowledge and ideas more widely. It also helped to lay the foundation for the Renaissance and the Reformation. The printing press is one of the most important inventions in history and has had a profound impact on the way we live today. 9. Vaccines. Vaccines are one of the greatest inventions ever made because they have saved millions of lives. They help to protect us from some of the most deadly diseases known to man. Vaccines work by introducing a small amount of a virus or bacteria into the body. This allows the body to produce antibodies, which will then fight off the disease if it is ever exposed to it. Smallpox was the first disease to be eradicated thanks to vaccines, and polio is close behind. There are many other diseases that vaccines have helped to control, such as measles, mumps, rubella, and chickenpox. Vaccines are one of the most important inventions in history and have saved countless lives. They are also one of the safest medical interventions available. Any side effects are usually mild and go away quickly. If you haven't gotten your vaccine, please go do so today. It could save your life. 8. Electricity. Electricity is one of the most important inventions because it has changed the way we live, work, and play. Before electricity, people used candles and oil lamps for light, and they did not have access to modern conveniences such as televisions, computers, and cell phones. Thomas Edison is credited with inventing the first practical electric light bulb. This led to the development of electrical systems that could power homes, businesses, and entire cities. Electricity has had a profound impact on our lives. It has allowed us to live in buildings that are taller and more densely populated. It has also given us the ability to travel by electric train or car. We are also able to communicate instantly with people all over the world thanks to electricity. Perhaps most importantly, electricity has allowed us to develop electronic devices that have made our lives easier. For example, computers can perform complex calculations in seconds, and cell phones allow us to communicate with anyone in the world at the touch of a button. Without electricity, we would not be able to function in the modern world. 7. The Internet. The Internet is arguably one of the most important inventions in the world today. It has revolutionized the way we communicate, do business, and access information. The Internet has connected people all over the globe and has made it possible to share ideas and collaborate on projects regardless of geographical boundaries. It has also given us unprecedented access to information. We can now find out anything we want to know about anything with just a few clicks of the mouse. Additionally, the Internet has made it possible to do business from anywhere in the world. Thanks to the Internet, we can now shop online, bank online, and even attend school online. The Internet has truly changed the world, and it is hard to imagine our lives without it. 6. The telephone. Alexander Graham Bell is credited with inventing the first practical telephone in 1876. This invention would change the world forever. Before the telephone, people had to rely on other methods of communication, such as sending a letter or telegraph. But with the telephone, people could communicate instantly over long distances. This made it possible for businesses to operate more efficiently and for families and friends to stay in touch. The telephone has undergone several changes since its invention, but its basic function has remained the same. It allows us to communicate instantly with people all over the world. The telephone is one of the most important inventions of the 19th century, and it is still widely used today. 5. The automobile. The automobile is one of the most important inventions in the world because it has revolutionized the way we live, work, and play. It has given us the freedom to travel long distances quickly and easily. Before the automobile, people had to rely on other forms of transportation, such as trains or buses. But those forms of transportation were limited to specific routes. With the automobile, we can travel anywhere we want, whenever we want. The automobile has also had a major impact on the economy. It has created millions of jobs in the automotive industry and related industries. It has also helped to connect people and businesses all over the world. The automobile is one of the most important inventions in history, and it is still widely used today. No. 4. The wheel. The wheel is one of the most important inventions ever made. It has enabled humans to transport goods and travel long distances much more easily. The wheel was invented around 3500 BC in Mesopotamia. At first, the wheel was used only for pottery. However, it soon became apparent that the wheel could be used for other things, such as transportation. The wheel and axle is a simple machine that consists of two parts, a wheel and an axle. The wheel is a circular object that rotates on the axle. When the wheel rotates, the axle also rotates. This rotation makes it easier to move heavy objects over long distances. The wheel and axle is one of the 6 simple machines. The other 5 simple machines are the lever, pulley, inclined, plane, wedge, and screw. All of these simple machines make work easier. The wheel is one of the most important inventions ever made, and it is still widely used today. It has enabled humans to accomplish amazing things, such as traveling to far-off lands and transporting goods all over the world. No. 3. The airplane. The airplane is one of the most important inventions ever made. It has enabled us to travel long distances quickly and easily. The Wright brothers are credited with inventing and building the first successful airplane. On December 17, 1903, they made the first flight in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. The first airplanes were used primarily for military purposes. However, they soon became popular for commercial aviation as well. Airplanes have allowed us to connect with people all over the world. They've also opened up new possibilities for business and trade. Airplanes are still one of the fastest and most efficient ways to travel. They are also one of the safest modes of transportation. In fact, it is much safer to fly than to drive a car. If you have never been on an airplane, I highly recommend it. It is an amazing experience. No. 2. Penicillin. Penicillin is one of the most important inventions ever made. It has saved countless lives and continues to save lives every day. Penicillin is an antibiotic that is used to treat bacterial infections. It was discovered by Scottish scientist Alexander Fleming in 1928. At the time, there was no effective treatment for bacterial infections. This meant that even a minor wound could be life-threatening. Penicillin changed everything. It was one of the most effective antibiotics ever discovered. Penicillin works by killing bacteria or stopping their growth. This allows the body's immune system to fight off the infection. Penicillin has been used to treat a wide variety of bacterial infections, including pneumonia, meningitis, and tuberculosis. It has also been used to prevent infections after surgery or injuries. Penicillin is one of the most important inventions in history, and it is still widely used today. Number 1. The smartphone. Smartphones are one of the most important inventions in the world because they have changed the way we live, work, and play. They have given us the ability to connect with people all over the world instantly. We can also use smartphones to access the internet, play games, take pictures and videos, and much more. The first smartphone was the IBM Simon Personal Communicator. It was released in 1994, however. It was not until the iPhone was released in 2007 that smartphones became popular. The iPhone was the first smartphone to include a touchscreen interface. This made it much easier to use a smartphone. Since then, smartphones have become smaller and more powerful. They've also become more affordable. In fact, more than half of the world's population now owns a smartphone. Smartphones are one of the most important inventions in history, and they continue to evolve and improve. Who knows what the future holds for smartphones? They may eventually replace our computers and TVs. Alright guys, that's all for the list. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of the list, and if there is anything I should have included that I didn't. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any videos. Thanks for watching.